Yo, what up, man? Chris, I'm out checking back in, man. Back with a blog, man. Make sure that like button and subscribe button anyway, and I appreciate all the support, man. What's up with you niggas, man? Shout out to everybody, man. Make sure that like and that subscribe button, man. I am on the road right now. I'm almost in Tucson, Arizona. I will be headed to San Diego next, man. San Diego next, about 6 hours away. Shout out to everybody, man. But we got an event this weekend. Salute to everybody. It's not that often that there's a battle rap event that is must see. This is one of the biggest battles in battle rap history going down between Hitman and Mook, man. I'm definitely excited. I put a poll up. Who would win between Hitman and Mook, man? Who you think won? Mook, man. Mook got it at what we at? 66%? Murder Mook, man, got it at 66%. You might not be able to see because of the glare in the sun, but 66%. Mook got it, man. So yeah, it's a lot at stake, man. I feel like this battle is like damn near like a must win for both, but definitely a must win for Hitman even more. You know, it seems like with Mook, even if he loses a battle, his fans are still, like, for the most part, delusional enough to still give him the victory or not. He don't really get killed over like losses. Hold on, let me do something real quick. Hold on. He don't really get killed over losses, you know what I'm saying? Like if you ask him about the Big K battle, he probably thinks he still won a Big K battle. So he doesn't really get killed. Hitman, on the other hand, a lot more sensitive in my opinion in terms of like his battle rap resume and his record. I also feel like, you know, you got to deal with all the battlers. You know, this is going to be one of them kind of battles where everybody is like, yo, what do you think about Hitman and Mook? So everybody's going to give their opinion of it. He's probably not going to like it if people got him losing. As far as bloggers, he's not going to like it if bloggers got him losing. You know, I got $1,000 for any blogger that can, you know, he's the king of challenging. And also he put added pressure on himself. He damn near trying to bet Mook 10 grand at the face-off that he will win the battle. And when you in that kind of situation, you gotta win the battle, bro. You gotta win the battle. And last but not least, you got spaces. And you hear that? That's the sound of no Verb, no Byron Blake. Who Hitman lose this battle, there would be emergency spaces between these weird ass niggas like Verb and Byron Blake, man. You know, just sitting in the wind, waiting to trample on Hitman's sensitivity if he loses the battle, and just be like, yo, I beat Mook. You know, it wasn't Hitman, you know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't one of them kings, man. You ain't one of them kings, Hitman. You know, I took Mook, man, and got him up out of there, man. 3-0 chance, man. You know, one of the only niggas got 3-0 chance with Mook and Lux, man. Yeah, that was me, man. But you know, you had problems with him, King. You know, you had problems with him. That's how Verb is gonna be, man. So I feel like for Hitman, you gotta win the battle, bro. You gotta win the battle. Now, let's just talk about, you know, just some obvious stuff. This battle was in Houston. I do feel like that favors Hitman, to be honest with you. I feel like when you deal with the Midwest, you got Texas, you got Missouri. I feel like that stuff is kind of like 2-3 states away. I feel like they kind of fuck with Texas and Missouri. They kind of fuck with each other. I know Houston isn't kind of like considered the South, real country and shit, but at the same time, I definitely feel like he got the advantage. It's a big stage. It is a big stage. This is not the Pit. It's not Daylight. It's not Rum Nitty kind of battle. It is a stage. They were selling stage tickets. It's supposed to be like 700-800 people, I think, capacity of this venue. So that also favors Hitman. Last time Mook was on the stage, man, in Houston, it was against Reed Dollars, and that was not a good battle. I actually got him kind of getting edged out in that battle. I didn't like Reed Dollars either, to be real. And to be honest, both them niggas lost. But that was the last time we saw Mook, man, and I didn't really feel like he handled the stage well. I know he's a student of the game. Hopefully he's gotten better. Now, I don't think it'll be as bad because it's just something about URL battles sometimes. It's like the magnitude of the battle. I don't even be knowing them niggas be coming to URL battles to even watch the battles. Niggas be buying their best outfits. Niggas be goddamn conversating in the crowd. Niggas be kicking it. That shit is almost like a family reunion sometimes. So I don't really know if sometimes these crowds are just really, really in tune with the battle, because there'd be a lot of heckling at a lot of these events, man. And this is TBL. I think it could be a little bit more controlled or whatever. we need a good host. I'm gonna be honest with you. We need someone like Mickey Fax hosting this event, man. At least this battle. I know they got this Primo nigga hosting whoever he is, but at the same time, we need a nigga with a little bit more stain in this culture than that hosting this battle, man. We need some of the faces. We need some oohs and ahs. We need somebody that's gonna control the entourages and all that. So we're gonna see how this playing out. But those two advantages, Houston and the stage, definitely favors Hitman. I will admit that. Mook just got to do what he do, man. He's a rapper. He just got to rap well, and he needs to be a little bit better performer than he was in Houston. He definitely needs to do that. And I think the rest of it will take care of himself, because to me, Mook always got the raps. So I think for that's what he just has to deal with. Don't let his emotions get the best of him. Hopefully it won't be no pushing and shoving, no nothing. As far as Hitman, we need that vintage Hitman, bro. You know what I'm saying? What vintage? We need this vintage.
Ain't that Regis cat. New York want to shut me down. Y'all need more than that Regis cat. So don't start, because for them dead breads, I spark and leave this man dead. You just a Mexican that rep New York, but lose when it matter the most. You Mark Sanchez. That bitch you never went, you stressing on that female. Log on to a Twitter page, checking all the emails, calling mad powerful, like, let me give you the details. She fuck with Howard now, you know, from the STL. He rapping, I rap, but the difference is he sells. She chose him over me and told me to be well. Fucking female, called him outside. I told him, bitch, nigga, man, no. He was like, man. I said, man, what? He was like, no, I'm just saying. You saying what? Remind you of moms coming from the grocery store, the way we put them cans up.
Yeah. That vintage Hitman, man. That's what we need, man. We need Hitman to get into that bag like he was in the Ill Will battle. We definitely need that. This is what this battle boils down to. All jokes aside, man, let's get into the X's and O's. This is what the battle boils down to. I feel like, see how I want to say this. Mook has been very good at just letting you know I rap better than you. That's a smart approach. He took it in the face off. He's basically trying to say you can have all the views, you can have all the money, you can have all the accolades, you can have all the celebrityness, all the popularity, all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, I'm a better rapper than you. He's trying to plant that seed in a lot of people's minds so that they know at the end of the day, this is still battle rap. It's still a rapper sport, and I rap better than Hitman. So there are situations where he pokes his chest out, he talks his shit about his accolades, and there's other times he dumb it down. And he has been a master at taking what you do best and like minimizing it. And we just saw it in an Arsenal battle. So I'm gonna play you a clip. In this clip, you're gonna see both sides of Mook. Let me play the clip, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me get to it. Here you go right here.
You the most viewed battle rapper? That don't mean a thing to me. Cause niggas watch you all day for free. Cal gave me PPV cause I'm the nigga they pay to see.
Okay. You the most viewed battle rapper, that don't mean a thing to me because niggas watch you for free. So he's already acknowledging that he cannot talk views with Arsenal. You the most viewed battle rapper. So what does he do? He flips it on him. He says, well, niggas watch you for free. You just on YouTube. We just turn YouTube on and watch you. I'm the nigga that they pay to see, meaning that you are being paid out of Calico's pocket. I got a pay-per-view deal. I'm the nigga they pay to see. Cal gave me a PPV, meaning I got a pay-per-view deal that's higher than your deal, meaning that I get paid per view while they're watching you for free. Now, if he was battling someone that wasn't as visible as him, he'll be like, oh, I get all the views. But when he's battling a nigga with views, he dumbs down the views, flips it on him, and makes it seem like, yo, I get paid more than you per view. Very, very smart strategy by him. Let me show you something else he did. Arsenal is the king of disrespect. What does he do? He dumbs down his disrespect and makes it seem like, yo, you just disrespectful. You can't really rap with me.
Popcorn and bonbons for this second. Because I don't need y'all missing a second. And I'm going to wait while y'all place y'all phones on vibrate because I'm about to send them a message. Let's go. Let me give you perspective. It's a difference with ethics. The only reason your name even in the selection is because we interconnected. Check it. You obtain some fame off saying the things that no rapper should. My name became synonymous with the game for saying things no other rapper could. Nigga, let's be honest. They credit you for disrespect, never for rhyming. You got your props off shock. I stayed current from being electrifying.
I stayed current from being electrifying. When he battled Arsenal, he knew Arsenal would be disrespectful. So he dumbs down the disrespect. Say, yo, this is all you known for. This is all you can do. You can't really rap with me. This is at the top. This is at the, what is this? I think this is at the bottom of the second round or something. I don't know what round this is. I think the bottom of the second. The very next time Arsenal raps in this battle, this is after Mook says this about how you just say stuff that's shocking, I say stuff that's electrifying. The very next time Arsh raps, he goes into this whole spill about fuck your mom, all this kind of stuff. You got kicked out of college because you were raping bitches and all kind. He goes in all of this thing, F your mom this. Very cringe-worthy. But Mook had already put the plan in your head like, yo, this is what you do. You just say stuff that's shocking. I say stuff that's electrifying. We different. He's doing the same thing to Hitman. He's making it seem like talk your money, talk your views, talk your celebrityness, talk your accolades. You can't rap better than me. And when Hitman spit a few bars at the face-off, right? One of the things he said, it kind of played into what Mook said. He goes and he's like, something about performance and all this kind of stuff. And what does he say? He talks about his watch. My watch or my diamonds will be performing. That was one of the bars he said, which once again talked about money. So I feel like in this battle, he's going to minimize the fact that Hitman is going to talk about accolades, money, celebrityness, status, all this kind of stuff. He's going to plant the seed in the battle that it is nothing. That's all you talk about. You don't have anything else to talk about. You really can't rap. You're really not that good. You can't fuck with me and I'm the rapper. And in your mind, you're going to be like, I want Hitman to say something different. I want Hitman to say something that's like monumental. But you're going to really be getting the same Hitman that you always get, that you grew up in, that you love. The problem is Mook is going to plant the seed that that's not even a good enough Hitman anymore. And that is going to be the problem that I feel like Hitman is going to run into when he battle Mook. And that's why I got Mook winning this battle 2-1. Another big problem that I think is going to happen. If you ask me who structures their rounds better, I think Mook does. When you got a lot of stuff in a gumbo pot, you got to figure out, or you making gumbo and you trying to figure out what you want to throw in there. You know what I'm saying? Your vegetables, your sausages, and all this kind of stuff you want to throw in a gumbo pot. You got to figure out between all of these, you know, we were supposed to battle on RBE, ARP sent you a contract, you didn't sign it, the Gerald McCoy, supposed to put some money up for the battle, Vert was hating, we were supposed to do this, we used to be cool, all that, you critiqued me, or you know, you critiqued one of my bars, all this stuff. There's so much stuff, probably in their past, and even in their negotiations and the back and forth and all this kind of stuff, where it's like, what do I want to talk about with Mook? And I think Hitman, when he starts writing these bullet points of things he want to address with Mook, because I talked to one of Hitman's homeboys, and Hitman said this is going to be Arsenal 2.0, which means it's going to be probably very personal and probably maybe a story or maybe something exposing, I don't know. But I feel like Hitman could have so much stuff. It's like, is it going to be structured right? And is it going to be a new angle that you're trying to, I guess, sell in a battle? You're going to talk about, you know, the house and the fact that this house was dirty or whatever. You're going to talk about his substance abuse. A part of me feels like some of those things could work against Hitman, just personally. And I feel like that's what it does in the structure. So I go to the Geechee battle. I thought Hitman had a good battle versus Geechee, but what I didn't like was when he was trying to basically say that Geechee's baby mama had fucked with one of his homeboys. And it was a story that didn't really relate. Nobody had ever heard it before. It didn't really seem that believable. And it was like he was introducing a new angle in a battle that wasn't really hitting to me. And that's what I mean with the gumbo pot. You got a lot of stuff in there, and in your mind you thinking, oh, I'm gonna fuck them up with this. But this ain't really the time for this right here. Another one went with Hustle. Now I know Hustle kind of had a round where she talked about Rim and kind of like went on and on about Rim or whatever. But Hitman went on and on about her being homeless. We don't really apply homelessness with Hustle. You know what I'm saying? Not really. We do with 40 bars, not so much with Hustle. But Hitman goes into this, you ain't got a place to live, you ain't got a this. I didn't really feel like that was the best angle. Even if you got him winning that round, I didn't feel like it was the best. So for me, it's structuring your rounds. It's, okay, we sitting there, I got a gumbo pot. What do I want to use to attack Mook? I feel like when it comes to structuring rounds, I think Mook is better at that. And his gumbo pot will be a little bit better at structuring how can I character assassinate Hitman. That's really what he's going to do. This is really what this battle boils down to, is a bunch of character assassination. You this, you a hoe, you jealous, you this, you this, you this. And I just feel like Mook, in my opinion, is one of the best breakdown niggas in battle rap. And that's what this kind of battle is. It's so personal that it's a breakdown character assassination battle. And to me, Mook is top notch at that. So I got him winning the battle 2-1. I think it's going to be a great battle. I want Hitman to win because I feel like the backlash, if Hitman gets like a clear loss, the backlash is going to be kind of bad. I think like the spaces ramp back up. Mook does a whole bunch of interviews. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of your big battles that you kind of need to win. People going to go back and give him losses now. Oh, he lost to Hustle. He lost to Geechee. And he only has like one loss in his last, 3-4 battles. And then he lost to Cassidy. They going to go back and like start rewriting history. And I feel like a lot of that happens with Hitman. And if he complains about it or he gets into arguing his point, it's just going to be like, oh, he's whining. And this is how it's gonna end up being. Whereas Mook is like a little bit, Mook doesn't take that approach post battle. Like he's always thinks he won a battle, but he doesn't really like go back and forth with fans. He's not in spaces. He's not, arguing with niggas and stuff like that. And I feel like that works to his advantage. But this is definitely a chess match. And Mook is just one of the best round structurers and character assassination niggas in battle rap. And I feel like that's what this is going to boil down to. And I got Mook winning 2-1. But that's my thoughts, man. Chris Unbiased. Holla at your boy.